Hey Gemini, welcome to the Jezebel Way Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing your love and separation read for the month of February. Wanted to say thank you for the 1,100 views for last month. And we are in retrograde. So, you guys know the drill with retrograde. Let's see what's going on with you, Gemini, for February for love. Round and round, a cycle continues. This is talking about 7 divine cycles, possibly divine connection cycles coming in and out for you, Gemini. So let's see what we got. Someone's lacking courage, again, to close out a karmic cycle. That's exactly what's happening. It looks like maybe there is some karma that needs to be closed out. You guys keep repeating this same lesson over and over and over. So let's see what's going on with your partner, Gemini. Somebody's afraid to speak their truth and take a leap of faith. They feel like if they maintain their position where they are, how they are, and their life the way that it is, that nothing bad could ever happen to them. Somebody's sort of stuck in their ways. Gemini, it looks like you know what, Gemini? You're like, you know what? In order to heal, there needs to be some sort of closure of a cycle here. In order for us to move forward, I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and make my apologies. Or make the offer. You keep standing here with your cup and your partner's like, nope, I can't see that, because if I make any changes, then bad things will happen. And they are continuing to keep you in this cycle. So best thing for you to do, obviously, is to make your own closure. Focus the attention back on yourself and move forward. I have Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Leo, Libra, and Aries. So let's see what the blocks are for your partner. They're lacking. They don't want to take any opportunities because they experienced something really bad. Possibly in relationship, and they're afraid that this is going to happen again. So that's why they're not like, no, I'm not going to change the status quo. I'm not going to change my routine. I'm not going to move out of one place that that I'm not aware of, that I can't research, that I can't analyze, that I don't already know what's going to happen. So your partner has a great deal of anxiety, and they do not want to change what's happening to them in the world for fear that change that they perceive will be bad. Let's see what your blocks are. You're lamenting over the relationship loss. You feel like there's not a victory here, so you're going on your own path. The block is no communication. You're in separation at the moment, or you are in non-communication, definitely. And you find yourselves here quite a lot, with you being the one not understanding why your partner runs, why they pull away, why they cease communicating with you. Because if they go there with you, okay, that means that they have to step outside of their comfort zone in order to do so, and they're not willing to. So the minute that you get just a little too close to them, boom, they take off. So let's see what the... and from one runner to another, yes. Okay, so let's see what the blocks between the two of you are. I'm fine with my 4 cups and my 4 glasses. I don't need any more, because more will cause problems in my cabinets. I'm not going to go to that place I've never been before and eat because I've never tried their food before and it might be disastrous. I am going to go and perform the same routine every single day. So this is about maintaining control over themselves and maintaining control in a situation. And it's not a malicious control. It's a control over their own fears and anxiety. And as long as they stay in that position, round and round and round you go in a cycle because your partner is fearful. And, you know, they can only awaken themselves. They can only be the one to have the courage to step out and do what is necessary. This is a person who ingrained themselves in a position because they were afraid of heartbreak. They were afraid of being caught off guard again. So blocks between the two of you is quite literally movement itself. Someone's idea of not moving forward is happiness. Someone else's idea of not moving forward means they literally have to physically move away from this relationship. So let's see how your partner's feeling about you. So again, so this person, unfortunately, they want to build this life with you. They want to have this 10 of Cups with you. They want to lay down their defenses. They want to lay down this anxiety-ridden thing that they have to get a leg up and see what's going on the other side before they decide to walk through the door. But they are not making any plans until they're totally and completely 100% sure that this won't be a bust. But you know what? You can't live your life that way, and sometimes things are a bust. You know, sometimes you take chances and they're not good. They don't turn out good because it just doesn't work. It's how you handle plan B that's really kind of the whole purpose of the journey. And I'm resilient. I can handle whatever comes my way. So while you're trying to positively manifest, your partner is negatively manifesting, and they're living in fear and desperation anyway, already. So it's kind of like they want the end result without putting in the work, because putting in the work is just not safe. So let's see kind of what they're thinking. Quite a lot, actually, trying to move forward and overcome heartbreak. It's not exactly the way I want it, the way I envisioned, so I don't want it at all. Oh boy. So unfortunately, it just kind of looks like your partner is stuck in a rut. They're stuck in some sort of idea that moving forward is not happiness. So you could have a partner that you were with, okay? And it seems to me like there's an idea of reconciliation here. But there's a bigger problem here, that they want things to stay the same all the time, and they want the status quo to never change. And they don't want you to grow, and they don't want you to change. And they're not growing, and they're not changing. And so there's a lot of stagnation here. And I think, Gemini, that's why you're kind of like, you know, I think it's time for me to move on. Your partner doesn't want that change to happen, and they don't want to step out of their comfort zone. So Gemini, I just feel like you think your abundance is held elsewhere because this person wants to stay stuck in their mind, in their world, in a specific place, and they don't want anything to change. And in a way, this kind of like is, there's a lot of anxiety here. And it sort of feels like maybe this person is very controlling about routine, possibly OCD. You've got a lot of issues with things changing, being traumatic for them. So that's something that they're going to have to deal with on your own. You can't deal with that for them. And we don't all stay the same all the time. You know, we change, we grow, we like different things. We may revisit old things. We may visit new things. We find new things that we like. We just, every day we change. We can't stay in the same position that we're in this moment, in the next. That's a difficult thing. So let's see kind of what their intention is. And I think the love is just kind of, it's just kind of lackluster at this point because, you know, this person wants to stay the same, everything the same. I don't know what that's about, but and Gemini, you're multifaceted. You know, the twins, right? So it's not going to be the same all the time. So their intention, they want the happiness, they want to reunite, they want desperately to lay down this mental health issue that they're experiencing. But they're going to have to take responsibility to seek it out. I think that they feel like that you're not on ball. You're not on the game with them, right? You're not on the same page with them. They think that the reason that you want to move and grow and change is as a result of you wanting to just want to see other people. You just want to, you know, be wild. You just want to be out there doing stuff. But I think it's because they've kind of sucked the life out of you and you're a little bit bored. I mean, I would get bored with somebody who wanted to wear the same color socks every day. Or, I mean, not socks, but, I mean, God, this person, the vision that I get is this person, like, is so methodical about their routine that you just want to stab them. I mean, they're so methodical about the way that they eat, what kind of foods they eat, laying out their clothes in the morning, or there's just some sense of really strange behavior that if one thing is off schedule or out of the normal routine, it's like freak out time. It's hard to live with a person like that. And I think this person has become crippled by their mental illness and they're not allowing themselves to heal. They're crippled by this mental illness. And they feel like that, you know, there's a little bit of codependency in this situation. And they know that you want to be single. So, for whatever the hell this read is, y'all, somebody's dealing with somebody who is like serial killer style regimented. Okay, so let's see what a final outcome can be. So I think, you know, if you need to move on, you feel like you're not growing or changing in a relationship, which you should always be doing. And you know what? You and your partner should stimulate each other and wish for growth. And if your partner's not investing in your growth, if your partner's not investing in you, in your life, in your growth, in whatever, then you're in a relationship by yourself. So let's see what a final outcome can be. Yeah, there's no transparency and there's no, I think basically what you're going to tell him, Gemini, is, look, this isn't fair to me. You want to stay the same every day all the time, and that's not for me. And you are preventing my growth. And you're just going to be matter of fact about it. And you're going to tell him, look, I'm putting in the work to enlighten myself, to grow, to change. And you want commitment. And it looks like your person may try to offer that. You know, they may try to offer that to you. But in the end, it just goes back to the instability in the relationship and this toxicity in the conversation. And, you know, again, it's just going to result in arguing and miscommunication all over the board. So there's something about your partner fearing change, fearing even the smallest change. Like, I mean, you change toilet paper brands, you know, whatever. I mean, there's just something really odd about this reading with this person, and they're preventing your growth. And so anytime that you allow someone to prevent you from being who you are, or being who you want to be, then you have to take responsibility for allowing that to happen. So let's see what they might want to say to you. So this cycle goes round and round and round. Your person basically, they get too close to the edge and they got to back up. And I think you're just quite tired of going into the cycle. So for twins, you know, for twins, this is about someone who always reverts into the same behavior. They look like they may be waking up and then boom, they go back to sleep because it's too close for comfort. And that just means basically unhealed issues in their world, right? The rest of you, you're involved with a partner who doesn't wish to change. They don't want you to change. They don't want the situation to change, which means they also don't want growth as a person. Would I be rejected if I contacted you? Do you still want me? Our relationship was different and special. Yeah, because you entertained this person's need for this continuous routine of dullness. Okay. I want to contact our mutual friends to ask about you. There's going to be a lot of that going on, I'm afraid, during Mercury retrograde. I've gotten this card several times now. So, I mean, that's kind of what I've got on this situation. For twins, you're going back into the same old cycle you've been going into, and it's time to break it. It's time to let that cycle close out. For others of you, you're with somebody who needs some medication, and they have some real big OCD problems or anxiety problems, and that's something that's out of control at this time, and they have to deal with. And it's not an illness that you develop, that you go through on your own. It affects everyone around you that you're involved with, and everyone suffers as a result of you letting your anxiety and maybe some OCD stuff get out of control here. When you let it get out of control, it affects your whole environment. It affects everybody in your environment. So you're dealing with a person who does not want to face the fact that they may need some help dealing with something. Their next move, I think, is try to, I think they will attempt to try to make a change. I think they need more tools to try to really make that change. I think they're doing it just to prevent people from talking. I think that they will change their idea regarding what this connection was. So instead of admitting that this is a connection, they're going to deny the connection. And because if they admit the connection, then that means that they have to admit that they need to change too. And they're not willing to do that. So they're going to sacrifice the relationship and the connection to maintain this bubble that they have, this cage that they've put themselves in. And they're going to retreat completely from this journey, and they're not going to go any further with you. When it starts to threaten their nice little cozy spot, they will leave it where it lies. So let's see how they feel about you. So you make the choice the best you can, but I'm afraid in the end you're going to end up finding yourself alone anyway. Because you need to change and grow. They don't want to. Yeah, so obviously healing. I think that they found your relationship healing. I do think you're a catalyst for them, but I think that they find that they don't want to, it's too scary for them to change. So oftentimes I don't think there's even anything going on in the bedroom. I think that you're left disappointed sexually as well. I think also they may want to stay in a perpetual situation in which they're courting you, and you've been dating for like 7 years, and nothing's changed. Dinners are the same. At the end of the night, there's a peck on the cheek. I'm just saying. So this person basically wants to maintain the pace, which is kind of a form of control, but it's because they want to maintain their safety. I think that you're not thinking about a future with this person. Honestly, there's nothing going on even in the bedroom over here. So here's the thing, Gemini, not to be negative, but I'm just going to tell it like it is. Why do you stay? Why are you staying in this connection when this person, there's no passion? There's no intimacy. There's no change. There's constant, the same thing every day. Why do you stay? It's my point. If you want to grow and change, go grow and change. This person is not interested in that. I mean, and I know I'm a Scorpio, and but I mean, this stuff right here, no thanks. Okay, that's a no-go for me. So I'm just saying, you're not even getting fucked, okay? So it's time to move on, Gemini, okay? I'm just saying, sorry, but it's how I feel right now. It's how what I'm seeing here. Ooh, Lord. Okay, so let's, no ma'am. So let's get some love cards on it. I think this relationship has run its course. Okay? And I'm getting the feeling here that this person really only, this is just so that they're not completely alone. And I think that sometimes you're talking to this person and you kind of feel like they're not even listening to what you're saying. Right? Or that, a train could run through the restaurant and they would continue their pattern of eating. They wouldn't even acknowledge it. I'm just saying. Be willing to express love to yourself. Love is all around you. Treasure your loved ones. Express your love through gifts. So demonstrate love. So do you see the common theme in these cards? You giving to the situation and getting absolutely nothing in return. You being the one to understand and be understanding and getting nothing in return. And this person just continues to follow their same routine. What I'm seeing is that there is love all around you. There's love in everything. There are other love opportunities. The only thing that you have to do is put one foot in front of the other and reach out and take it. So I think by being understanding and laying down for this person is taking advantage of that, and you are being prevented from having an enjoyment in life. You're being prevented from being able to, have some passion in life. It's around you. All you have to do is be willing to reach out and grab it. So this partner here, I mean, and I think that's why this relationship hasn't gotten past a certain point. If you want more, then go get it. Go find more. There's a hell of a lot of boring people out there, okay? I mean, they're a dime a dozen. You don't have to settle for somebody just because they're breathing in the same room that you are. I mean, I would say no, thank you. I love life. Maybe when you met this person, you were at a vulnerable point. Maybe when you met this person, you were not in a happy place. Excuse me. Maybe this person going through the motions was just kind of like, well, okay. I mean, when you're overloaded up here, you're going to be overloaded in here. It is my birthright to live fully and freely. I give to life exactly what I want life to give to me. I am glad to be alive. I love life. So you have a passion, go exercise that passion. This person, I think, they would probably caress your arm to death before you got any excitement out of the situation. Okay, so maybe their pace and your pace are a little different. So this is kind of a little bit of a different read, but I'm just saying, this person's sucking the life out of you in this situation and any situation they enter into because they are afraid to live life themselves. They will sacrifice this relationship in order to maintain their status quo. So don't for 5 seconds when you start putting the heat on and you start saying, hey, we've been dating for like 12 or 15 years. Do you think maybe, we can move this relationship to the next level? They will cut you off clean in a heartbeat because it means they have to grow, they have to change, and they're not willing to do that. And you have been letting them maintain that pace by participating. So go grab life by the horns, Gemini. Leave this person sitting in the restaurant. You know? Okay. See you later.